Beep toot toot. Hey, good people. It's your Alabama church girl here. First, giving honor to God, who is the head of my life, to all the leaders, saints, and friends. Please, please, please hurry up and get on in. We are back again today for another stimulating conversation. It's a culture conversation regarding love and marriage, Huntsville, right here in the great state of Alabama. So go ahead and tag your friends, tag your family, say, come on over here for this conversation. Now, I need to make some disclaimers. It's storming outside here. I am in the Huntsville area and it's storming here. Excuse me. So, we might have a few connection issues, and if that's the case, we may have to um, break free and try this again another time. So if you are experiencing some delays because of the storm, please let me know in the comments. Thank you, thank you, thank you all. I appreciate it. But go ahead and like the video on your way in here, okay? Like the video, and please don't hesitate to comment, because this is a conversation. It's between me and thee, okay? All right. So I'm excited about this conversation in this episode 12 of season 8, Martelling Tales. And I have a question right off the bat, because that's what I do. We did not pick up where we left off last week, as you can see with Trisha and the ex on the screen. We went right straight into the gossip being carried around. The episode was named Martelling Tales, but was it really Martell or was it somebody else? That's weird pictured on the screen. Beep beep toot toot. Hey, the head deacon in charge, Mr. Kevin Reynolds himself, is in the building. So everybody better be on their P's and Q's. Yes, be on your P's and Q's, because the head deacon in charge is in the building, okay? He is the sergeant at arms, okay? All right. So as I was questioning Kevin, the episode is titled Martelling Tales, but was it just Martell? Because the more I'm listening to my good homegirl over here, this gorgeous golden goddess right here, it sounds to me like maybe she is telling more of the tales than Martell. Beep beep toot toot. Yes, I definitely did enjoy my birthday. Birthday was last Friday. We had a wonderful time. The surprise, my husband surprised me at the beach. It was supposed to be just a getaway with me and him, but the entire family and friends came, and it was wonderful. So it was wonderful. Yes, 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 it was. But back to the goddess, the golden goddess here on screen. Can't you tell, Kevin? Did you see all this perk in my face? The glow is up. But yeah, this good goddess on the screen, yeah, she got a lot of explaining to do. So let's get on into the episode. We're starting. I'm trying to go through this quickly so that we can get through this storm, okay? All right, so hold on. Make sure you got your seatbelt on, because we're going to take a ride here. All right. So just so you know, like I said, these are culture conversations. Yes, these are culture conversations, and these conversations are meant to inspire thought. I really feel like these conversations help us frame our social ideas about things. So first shout out I got to give on this episode was to my good girlfriend Stormy, because Stormy deserves some producer credits. She has been producing every episode that I have seen her in this season 8 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She starts out in her warehouse, her and her husband, which I'd love to see them together. What do y'all think about their relationship? Out of all the relationships drama that we've had on this cast, this couple right here, I think they have it going on. I love to see them together. I love their energy together. I bet you they have a good time together too, if you know what I mean. But I love the fact that Courtney does not mind loving Stormy out loud. I love the fact that he accepts her for who she is, and Stormy is definitely being a little messy in the scene. And he didn't correct her on camera. If he may have corrected her later, but he didn't do it on camera. Oh, he just kind of redirected the conversation. And in the confessional, I love the fact that he gave her accolades in public and out loud. He was like, we started this company in our kitchen, and I got the best salesperson around. I said, you better talk your woman up. Yes, yes, yes. We need this type of balance on this cast in particular, because the men on this cast are known for being misogynistic. And to see Courtney come in and balance that with no, 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 no. I don't have to be the head honcho in charge. My lady is doing the doggone thing, and I'm gonna give her all the props. Now, he did, from the story that they told, he was her banking. He backed her up financially. But this is her. This is her baby, and she is definitely growing this thing into something very beautiful for the entire family. I love the fact that he gave her that praise in the confessional. So Stormy drops on his lap the fact that Martell came over and came over to the old warehouse, and Martell was telling her that Trisha has been over to his house. Did he tell you that, honey? He ain't told me that, honey. But let me tell you about this warehouse, and I think this is gonna be good, and this. That's basically how that conversation went. But Stormy was definitely carrying the bones. She is taking over Sheree's job. And so hats off to you, Stormy. I know the job has got to get done. I'm glad to see you doing it. Just like you are the best for the business, I think you're one of the best bone collectors in the building. So thank you. I appreciate you. um Fingers crossed, Stormy leaves Love and Marriage for LA. Well, I will say this. I'm going to definitely miss seeing her. I told y'all this at the beginning of this season that she's my favorite this season. So I'll miss seeing her on Love and Marriage Huntsville. But I also am excited for her growth in her business and the growth of her family. I'm definitely excited for that. Although she's not an Alabama girl, she has been in Alabama long enough for us to claim her. And I'm good. It's good to see a Southern girl do wonderful things in their career. I'm inspired by Stormy. Yes, I am. So I guess I'll cross my fingers too. So we move forward. And these other friends, you always throwing tomatoes at me. Did you know I'm a good cook? And did you know I'm a Southern girl, Kevin? And Southern girls always put either some fresh tomatoes with a little salt and pepper on the table, or we take some fresh okra and put it with the tomatoes and make a good little stew. So, it's all right. Throw all the tomatoes you want to throw at me, Kevin. Well, yeah. So we move forward to these good friends, Destiny and Martell. Destiny goes over to Martell's house. I guess he had called her over to have a conversation with her. And I will say this. The first thing that blew my mind was, first of all, Martell, why you got that robe on? And that made me realize, or made me remember, because I always knew it, but it made me remember that Martell is a producer too. Although we know that in the Holt marriage, the ex-wife took the leadership in a lot of things. One thing that was established from the beginning of this show was that both of them had producer credits on this show. And in this scene, it felt definitely like Martell was producing this scene with his good girlfriend, Destiny. And I appreciate the fact that he I'm not a stand for nobody. Now, I like some people, but I ain't no stand for nobody. Because when you're wrong, I'm gonna call it out. I'm gonna call it out. And honestly, I'm not a basher either. I'm not a roaster and a dragger. I'm not gonna do that because it's people that I don't like. But I'm still, when they do great things, I'm gonna say it about them. I'm gonna tell them. But they, anywho, so I like the fact that Martell took their approach of, let me just have a mature conversation with my friend. I'll say it like that so that there's no confusion. But he calls Destiny over to give her a heads up and let her know that her ex and his new wife came over to the house that he is selling in hopes of purchasing the house, and that he is considering doing business with them. Now, we asked this about Chris Fletcher and Kimmy last episode. I for one believe that it's okay for them. I didn't put your comment on screen. I'm sorry, Kevin. But it's okay for them to do business with this couple, because I'm not going to stop anybody from doing business. That's how we maintain ourselves and sustain ourselves as an adult. But at the same time, your friendship, where does your loyalty lie? How do you continue with the friendship knowing that you've crossed a little bit of a line and not actually having that adult mature conversation? So I have a question. With Martell, we know that Martell is a producer. Martell brings Destiny over to give her the heads up that, hey, your ex and his new wife are trying to move in your back door. They're coming into your city. They're already on on your show, and they're probably about to do business with your friend. Destiny makes the statement, so you're choosing cash over friendship. Martell rebuts with, well, hell, if they're going to be here. She says, what do you mean they're going to be here? In that exchange, it felt like Martell, as the producer, was letting Destiny know that they're going to be on the show. Do you think that also gives Destiny leverage to continue her stand on this show? So was he being loyal to her still by giving her a heads up? Basically, get your storyline together, girl, because they're going to be here. What did y'all think? I know I read a lot into things because I'm that type of girl. I told y'all I love to read. And one of the things I love to do is read between the lines. That's why I love that Kendrick Lamar, because there's so many Easter eggs to pick up in the verbiage, in the words. There's so much that you can glean from what's said and not said. What do y'all think? I felt like he was giving her some leverage. I felt like he was really still being a loyal friend. But hey, he also threw some red meat on the table too. Something for her to argue back and forth with her about. Because Destiny was sitting there just like any new mother would do, talking to their friends and start talking about their baby. She's like, look at my baby. Don't he look so cute in his school picture? And Martell says, yes, he looks just like his Uncle Martell. I wonder how that happened. And then kind of glance back at the camera. Martell, what you doing? And Destiny was like, don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. And Destiny looked like you trying to mess up my good thing. Like she got a man. Beep, beep, toot, toot. Hey, Pacino, good to see you this evening. Pacino says, who is Sunny going to film with? Remember, she made a pact with Kimmy. And maybe Kimmy was doing that to maintain her stay on the show, because her and Maurice don't have any other reason to be here at this point. I'm just saying. But and we did see in the previews for the upcoming episode, she might have a friend in Melody. I don't know. From the Reality with the King, first one they did in Huntsville, it didn't seem like Melody was too happy with her either. But for the sake of the show, maybe they will become buddies or something. I'm not sure. But I do think that Martell was standing up more as a producer. Now I'm going to refer to Carlos and Dr. Heavenly. Have y'all seen Messy Monday? It was really good this past Monday. Excuse me. It was really, really good. And Carlos made the statement that they would have never had this Trisha storyline had not Martell took the lead as a producer and say, "Hi, I'm Martell." I said, "Oh, Carlos." He just be confirming to me that I really do get what's going on the show. Pacino says Tisha sent a warning to Kimmy not to befriend Sonny. I don't see Melody and Sonny hooking up. But do you think that Kimmy is going to align herself with Tisha? And do you think that Tisha has enough weight, friendship, weight, and collateral with Kimmy for Kimmy to actually follow suit with what Tisha wants? They really, they started out pretty rocky. And I think that their alignment has been based on the fact that they're family. So I don't know, Pacino. I think it's good to explore, but I don't know. I personally, I don't want to see Sonny and Moses back. I don't. But in the scene with Destiny and Martell, it appeared to me that Martell was basically letting Destiny know, hey, they're gonna be here. They're gonna be on the show. So, because when she was like, "What you mean if they got to be here?" Because she was asking, well, don't you think it's strange? Then Martell goes on, put some more red meat on the table. Why did he have to bring up the fact that Sonny and Moses were discussing him naming his business after the children that him and Destiny possibly would have had together? There was no reason to bring this up in this conversation. It was something that he could have held close to the vest, because at this point he's trying to tell his friend, hey, I'm about to do business with them. There's nothing else he had to say. He didn't have to tell them details of that conversation at all. He was simply being messy. And that mess is going to keep up mess between or amongst these three. It's going to keep that entanglement going. And he was like, oh, he in love with you. He's going on like men do. I know somebody's going to say, well, I don't know men who did. I do. I know good guy friends that carry on. They are messier than women. Yes, I know some. And I'm not just talking about my non-binary guy friends either. The ones that are heterosexual. They are very messy. Yes, they are. Maybe they're not messy in Georgia. Maybe they're not messy in Tennessee. But they messy down here in Alabama. So Martell was being messy. Not all of them. Let me make that distinction. Not all of them, but it's a lot of them that are very messy, more so than women. But Martell was being messy by even bringing that up. And Destiny's asking, why would they even be talking about that? Like, Destiny is trying to fathom, like, what kind of woman is Sonny to even let this happen and let it go on? All right, so we move forward. What Martell wasn't messy about, he never said anything about his situation and his entanglement with Trisha. But we get on over here to the gym with Trisha, Destiny, and Stormy. Now, Trisha seemed to be training everybody. I'm like, okay, everybody gonna be fit and fine over there. I definitely got to get in. And then also on Messy Monday, Carlos mentioned that Trisha is an engineer, which lets me know that our degree of separation might not be far at all. It might be 1 degree, if that. Okay. We probably are more in close proximity than I expected. Anywho, so Trisha is training everybody. She's training Destiny. She trains Stormy. Remember, she tried to train Tisha. We ain't seen Tisha back in the gym. So Miss Nail might have been onto something when she said that Tisha just gonna be small. But in this conversation, Stormy comes in. First of all, Trisha and Destiny are in their training. Stormy comes in a sweatsuit, not looking like she's ready to train anything, which is, okay. Stormy is producing. That's what she's here for. So she lets us know she just got back from LA. She's tired. She ain't training today. But what she did come in here to do, they sat down. They stopped all workout stops because we got to produce this scene. And did she produce it? Yes, she freaking did. Yes, she freaking did. I said Stormy is snatching jobs out here. This is why she got that TikTok first. This is why she is making millions of dollars over there on TikTok, because Stormy did her doggone thing. She know what to do. She know how to get to the money. All right, so Stormy comes in and she basically lets them know. Yes, she was being super messy boots. She came in the messiest boots all the way. They come all the way up to your thigh. When you're out in the real country, and you got to go out to the hog pen and chase down the hog. And they slippery and it's wet and it's nasty and it's muddy and it's sticky out there. That's the kind of messy Stormy came in with. That's the kind of messy boots she came in with. Like, okay, Stormy. She comes in and she's like, yeah, let's get to it. She was like, so Martell told me that you'd have been to his house talking to Trisha. And Trisha's like, she has like a little bit of a protruding jawline. So, why would he say that? I've never been to his house. You should have just shut up. You should have just shut up. What else did he say, girl? And then just played it off like, oh, yeah, really? When did this happen? Trisha sat there. All this time, we've seen Trisha keep her cool. But remember, in the first episode, Trisha told us she has 2 closets full of skeletons. And between last episode and this episode, we see Martell was in one closet, is the skeleton that was in one closet, and Ken is the skeleton that was in the other closet. Or you could put the ex-husband if you want to, but righteously, he's the only one with papers on her. So I ain't gonna put him in there. We'll put Ken in there since Ken was dropping them chocolate emojis in her DMs. So in this episode, though, Stormy said, all right, let me kick them doors down, because my legs are strong enough now. And I'm finna pull them skeletons up out that closet. And you going to talk about it today. Oh, you think your teeth were tight? Well, let me stretch you out and loosen you up. You going to talk today. And that's exactly what happened. Stormy did not let up. Stormy did not let up. Trisha tried. She tried to kind of back out of it. It's like, no. Kevin says, hence the reason why the audience does not like Stormy's mom. Both are alike. Touche. But it was good TV. Stormy was like, yeah, he said he was at your house, that you've been to his house. And Destiny, now this is something else that Stormy did. This scene right here made me want to keep Destiny. Destiny was the comedic effect. In this scene right here, her sitting between these two and she didn't know what was going on. And even the scene with her and Martell, Destiny's big old pretty eyes rolling around like, now we gonna do that. And the way she was chopping Martell back down. Yeah, Destiny in this scene, though, this was the money maker. And Stormy was the one that pulled it out of both of them. Stormy said, and this is why I'm gonna miss her, Kevin. This is why I'm gonna miss her. Stormy said, yeah, Martell said you've been in his house. And Destiny looking like, huh? She was like, he was waiting on you or something like that. And Destiny looked like, for what? Them? What you mean them? And y'all. And Stormy explains. Then Trisha, y'all, I'm getting all these names messed up. I'm so sorry. But Trisha was like, no, I never been to his house. And she was like, I didn't make it to his house. And Destiny looking like, were you on the way? And Stormy was like, well, how long ago? I'm paraphrasing this conversation. Stormy was like, how long ago was it? 4 years ago. Destiny said, wasn't he still married then? When I say Destiny was giving me life, when I say she had me cracking up laughing at her, I was, y'all, at this point, at the time that I watched this, I was outside on the balcony overlooking everybody. So the pool and everything was out there. Y'all, I was laughing so loud. Everybody was looking up there at me because Destiny had me cackling. Yes. All of my Southern Alabama came out. Oh, Kevin says Trish is a community sneaky mattress. Listen. Let me get my fan, because Kevin, you said it, I didn't. You said it, I didn't. I didn't say it. I didn't say it, Trisha, because I want my muscles back. I want you to help me work on my arms and get my tone together. I want my chest muscles to be there. I really want my back sculpted again, girl. I didn't say that. Kevin said that, okay? Kevin said it. I didn't say it. I just read what he said. Oh, yeah. So yeah, she was like, and then this is how you know that it was Stormy was effective. Because Trisha got upset. Remember, she told us that, wasn't it Trisha that told us that she felt anger after she lost her family and that she would be stabbing the grass or something like that? One of them two said it. Stormy said, okay, I know how to stab grass too. And let me get to it. Let me push that button because I know that button all too well. So Trisha gets upset. Trisha got upset. She was like, and if I did go to his house, then why does it matter? We were both separated. Oh, were you? How did you know he was separated? Y'all were talking, girl. And she's like, yeah, we were talking in the DMs. And Destiny looking like, oh my God, what in the world? Martelling told me this. He tell me all his secrets. I knew about Ariane before Melody did. And that's why Melody don't even want to talk to me now. But she tell me this. He was supposed to tell me. Destiny was looking like, I'm going to call this Negro before I can get to the car. As soon as I woke up at this gym, I got to call him because he's supposed to be my friend. We supposed to be better than that. I was looking like, Destiny, girl. Me too, girl. I be calling her too, girl. Like, I'm texting my friend in while they talking. Like, girl, yeah, what's that? What now? Huh? Girl, you lying. He did what? You ever got pregnant, girl? Did he send you to the chop shop too? I would have been. I would have been. That's me. Me and my friends are like that. We just like that. Pacino says Tiffany did the same thing Stormy is doing, except she was snarkier. Do you mean? Oh, yes. Yes. And I don't think that Tiffany, I don't think she was as likable as Stormy. And her approach was, like you said, snarky, to where, it didn't bring out the best result and the brightest result. But that's why I say, Stormy, you got it, girl. Girl, you got it. Act like you know it. Girl, you got it. So you might as well shout it. Yes, Kevin is agreeing with you. You got an amen. Yes, indeed. Tiffany was just like that. I wonder if they'll come back. Y'all think they'll come back? I want to see the baby. I want to see how the baby's growing and stuff like that. Her baby and Destiny's baby could play together, Yeah, I love the peoples. But anywho, y'all, that doggone gym scene had me turned up. And then we get the scene with Mr. and Mrs. Scott. Mr. and Mrs. Scott. Mr. and Mrs. Scott, the people on the internet say y'all lying. Mr. and Mrs. Scott. Mr. and Mrs. Scott. The people on the internet say y'all lying. I don't think the Whitlows will be back. I wish them well. I really do. Because I really wanted to eat Tiffany up over here acting like she didn't know that a baby was a lot of work when the husband told her Let's not have no baby. That's a lot of work. I was ready to eat her up. But she said she had to do what she do for because mental health matters. And I respect that, Tiffany. I respect that. Mr. and Mrs. Scott. The people say your place been closed. It's been closed for months. It's been closed since March. Didn't I tell y'all? Y'all saw me live. I just went live from Black just last weekend. I did. If you're a member, by the way, go ahead and join the membership so you can see what's going on with me. Since you live in Huntsville, is Black open every day? So I don't go that direction during the week, but I happened to go by there yesterday. There were cars out there in the parking lot. I did not get out to go in because I still had on my uniform and I don't do that. Yeah, it's open. It's been open. I don't think they were lying. I think that, yes, it was probably closed down for a few days. Similar to how Candy Burris and Todd Tucker were having issues with their restaurants in Atlanta, I think, and trying to resolve and play the politics. I think that's what's happening with Black. Now, let me say this. Individuals, Dr. Greg Carr from Howard University always says this, and this is one of my favorite quotes from him, and I'll repeat it to the day I die. Individuals don't beat institutions. Marceau, you cannot run this business like it's individually yours. And Letitia, you can't put it in his lap like it's individually his, because you're better as an institution than as an individual. Mark, I've witnessed, I will say every time that I have been to Black, I have witnessed Marceau really working the business. I take nothing from it. I have much respect for that because he's not sitting back allowing, everybody else to do all the work. Marceau is up and he's working and he's watching and he's paying attention to everything. Going to check the bathrooms, going to make sure the orders are getting out, checking y'all all right. He might sit down. All right, the only time I seen him actually sit down and engage was when a bunch of his frat brothers were there. Marceau is working that business. Every time that I've been there, he has been there working that business. So, hey, much respect. But the people say Marceau was talking in code in this scene where he had to have a conversation with his wife because the business has been shut down. Let's see. Kevin says, Tiffany was a Karen who never stood 10 toes down and yet had no problem talking with her chest. Oh my God. Kevin, you make me say it out loud. Tiffany and Lou left LAMH because they knew they were unlockable. Y'all. Kevin. Was Jalen there when you went? No, I've never seen Jalen there. But now, mind you, I just came to this area the end of last year. So he may have been there because I do know somebody who said that they have seen him in there. So he may have been there prior to me moving to this area. But yeah, I've never seen him there. It's always females. And they have good employees. They are very attentive and hey, it's a good time. It's always a vibe and it's always full. It is. But what I was saying was similarly to the Tuckers, Candy and Todd in Atlanta, we are seeing them open up a business, which is essentially a restaurant. They do sell food at Black. So, and there's a bar. It takes some real adjustment. I remember I used to date this dude that on restaurants. That city stuff is serious. Please remember, we are in Alabama. Let's let that register in this political climate. We are in Alabama, okay? Where people really do believe that certain people should not be entitled to own nothing. And who do you think you are thinking you're going to come up here and run with the big dogs? We are in Alabama. The restaurant business can be brutal, yes. But I think worse than the restaurant business itself is the politics of the city, because they do have the authority to shut you down. So, and then there are those who do. Marcel in this scene was talking in code. And I believe he was talking in code because it is a delicate dance that he has to exude in order to get what he wants done. The event that was shut down was not the homecoming. It wasn't homecoming, but I understood why he made a different scenario. I understood him. Marceau, and I'm going to give Marceau and I'm going to give it to Ken. The two of them, those two males, I think are the most emotionally intelligent men on this show. I think that those two definitely, Ken, we're going to get to Ken, but they definitely understand the audience, and that they're not just speaking to the person in front of them, but they're also speaking to the audience behind the camera who's going to witness this. And that audience could potentially be the people that you are actually talking about. People are, Marceau was saying that it was choppy, and it could have been choppy because of how he was delivering this message. And it also could have been choppy because of editing. But he made mention of having to grease the palm of the church or the head deacons. Come on, hallelujah, Kevin, head deacons in charge. And down at the city hall or wherever he got to go downtown, he made mention of that. It's not a church. Black has very limited parking. And I'm praying that, they get to a place where they can buy that whole little complex. It is in a storefront building, like in a little shopping center in a storefront. It's very limited parking there. Even every time that I've been, I've had to park away from Black, not directly in front of Black. It's very limited. When I say very limited, there might be 6 to 10 parking spots right in front of Black. So, but they are open late at night. Every time that I've gone, it's been after 8 o'clock at night, probably leaving 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So everything around them is closed while they're doing business. So people that come to the business usually tend to park in other business parking spaces. Those businesses are not open, and you would think that it's not a problem. But from the way that Marceau was presenting it in this conversation with Tisha, it seems like maybe it has become a problem, or someone is making it a problem. It's not a church across the street, but the business across the street, and I'm going to show you. The business across the street has more parking space than the rest of the businesses around Black. And it's probably, I don't know, this is just my opinion. He did not say this. He just mentioned deacons and possibly a church. But it's probably that the business across the street does not want people in their parking space, even though, like I said, it's late at night. And, the dead are asleep already. But that's what it appeared to me that Marceau was trying to say without forwardly saying it. Y'all, please, I definitely did not show the business name or anything, because I don't want nobody to go spamming this business and, talking about them. Kevin, I'm being careful and I'm talking in code too, because I have noticed just what Marcel was saying in this conversation with Tisha, that there's an audience of people that watch this show that do vile thing to business. They will make calls to try to get people's businesses shut down. And I don't want that to happen to Marceau's business or the neighboring business across the street. I'm just making clarity that, hey, I have experienced the parking issue. So that's what I believe he was referring to. Pacino asks, is that business black owned? I don't know. I don't know, and I'm not even trying to investigate. Pacino, because I'm black every day. I definitely ask that same question. Because that's my. But I don't know, and I said, you know what? I'm not going to try to even investigate it. I'm just going to pray and continue to patronize. I pray that they can work it out. But I'm gonna say, Marcel, you're gonna have to get political. He was saying that he don't want to line the hands of the greasy hands or the greasy fists or something like that. He said, and I understand that because I remember my ex. He was the same way. Like, look, I work hard for my money just like you work hard for yours. And just because I'm an up and coming business, don't mean that you get to do me any kind of way. And I get it, Marcel, but at the same time, you're gonna have to understand that you got an institution that you can use as leverage. You got that pretty little wife that can go down there to them city council meetings and shake hands and make friends. She don't have to put no money in nobody's hands, because relationships are much more valuable than any money could ever be. I need everyone to understand that human capital is the most priceless capital. And you got that pretty little wife who wants to be involved in business, and you have not given her a role directly in the business, but this could be her role. This could be her role. Remember, we already talked about it. Tisha is good at, being a good little first lady. That's exactly what she is. Cute, can smile and be cute and stuff like that. She definitely is insecure, like most first ladies are. She's a good little first lady. So let her go down there and be the first lady, dressing all cute in her business attire and going and talking and making friends. Let her go to these social clubs. Come on, Miss Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. Put on her pearls and go to these social club meetings. Make friends with the wives. Let her go down to the First Baptist Church, sit on the front row with her mini skirt, and make friends. I'm telling you, that's how you're gonna get in. I'm just saying, Marcel, you are a part of a D9 organization. You know how these things work. Come on, and you got to get out of it. Is that Tisha's comfort zone? I think it's more so than her trying to actually do business inside the business. I think it will be more so her comfort zone, because she wants to be a part of the in crowd. She does. She wants to be a part of the in crowd. Right. And that you're right, Kevin. And I think that's a downfall. You got to be political, because politics, I thank you. I heard this. I heard a good politician on Professor Karen Hunter's show say politics is basically the allocation of resources. And Marceau, if you want resources for your business, you got to play the politics game. A lot of people think that politics is just Democrat and Republican. No, 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 no. Politics, those party names that they gave us, that's just for show. That's just advertisement. But it's all the same business, okay? It's all the same business. Even though you got two different pictures on the advertisement, it's all the same business. Politics is the allocation of resources. Who's going to get it? Are we going to give it to this side, or we're going to give it to that side? Who's going to play fair enough to get it? That's why our whole election process is a popularity contest. Okay? Who we like more? We don't like her because she a woman. We don't like him because he's stupid. We don't like, oh, they must be gay. Oh, this, that type of, but you got to play because it's all about human capital. It's all about human capital. It's going to be your most valuable resources. If you make them relationships, Marcel, I think you'll be in the money. I think you will. I think you would have less problems if you get out and make the relationships, and strong bonds. Because when you can call up your judge friend, or your wife is friends with the judge wife, he don't even have to be your friend, but your wife can go to the spa with the wife and just, make mention that she's been stressed out lately because this, thus, and such is going on in the business. And the wife go home and talk to the husband. And then the judge say, you know what, baby, let me handle this because I don't want you to be stressed out either. That make the relationships more so. Leverage your institution to help your business. Okay? Because individuals don't beat institutions. All right, so we're gonna get up off that. And I need the audience to get up off of calling these businesses and trying to find things to get these businesses shut down. So Pacino, you asked a good question. I'm gonna put it up here on the screen for the audience to read. So let me say this. If it's not, are we gonna feel a way about them calling the city for them to go to the business and find a reason to shut them down? Because that tax situation, if it was about the uses tax, that's something that's overlooked or is not looked at on a regular basis. So that lets me know that they had to go find something, find a violation to shut them down. If it's not this, are we going to be mad at them for doing that? Are we upset with them for doing that? Because I am upset that we do that to Black-owned businesses, to any business, but specifically we talk about black stuff over here. and the business name is Black. We do that to each other. That's why I've been frustrated with these content creators who are out here slandering these cast members. Because essentially that's what you're doing. You're tearing them down so that they can lose a check. And what sense does that make? How does that build community? Now, let me say this to you also, Marcel. Individuals don't beat institution. On your way up, don't forget where you coming up to reach back. Because that's an institution too. Community is institution. So all of us good Black people, can we make a resolve not to tear each other down? We are so much better together than we are tearing each other down. That crabs in a barrel mentality has got us in a chokehold. And guess who's holding the choke and doing the choking? We're doing it to ourselves. Master ain't got to beat us when we beating each other up and beating each other down. And we think that it's entertaining to drag and roast and I drugged that so-and-so and I did that. And we are entertained by it. We are entertained by it. We laugh and we running to go see it. And the Bible even talks about it. Let me get off the Bible. I'm going to get preaching in a minute. Let me move forward, Pacino. Pacino said, I don't agree with trying to destroy somebody's business. I don't either. And even, the reason why I say that's what we're doing, well, I'm not going to say we, because I don't participate in that. That's why I say that's what a lot of people are doing to the cast, because They got a 1099 to be on the show. So being on the show is their business. And for us to always be like, they need to get them off the show. They ain't doing this, that. No, just let HR make the decisions they're gonna need to make about the show. Because if you want everybody to get kicked off and you don't want nobody but one person on there, how is that community? Because as long as that show is in Huntsville, it's bringing money to Huntsville. It is. People are coming, just like Marceau said. He didn't lie. This is an attraction in Huntsville. So people are coming because of the influence and the impact that Marceau and Tisha got on that show. So just because you got mad at them about something that ain't got nothing to do with you, it ain't even your business. But because they on the show and you don't like the fact that he talked to his wife the way he talked to his wife, then he don't need to be on the show no more. Yeah, it's stupid. And this is why folk laugh at our so-called community, because we don't know how to build community. All right, I told you I was trying to avoid becoming preachy because I want to laugh at Tish and talk about the fact that Tish is lying to us. Not Tish, Trisha. Okay, so let's get up off that. Woosah, because it's a lot that I don't want to be preachy to my community, but I really want my community to be better. I really want my community to be better. All right, let's go. Let's move on, because Trisha is out here lying to good old Ken. So we get the next scene, which is the last scene of the episode. Did we go through it? Y'all, we getting through this tonight. I said Trish was at home in this scene, this last scene. She had her hair up in a top bun like me. Yo, Trisha, this was the cutest I have seen her on this show. Girl, you are gorgeous. I said, she looks so pretty. I love you, Kevin. He said, no one came to see Black Otis. Just being silly. Look, better come on to homecoming event. Yeah. But anywho, so Trish is in her house and she's cooking. And Trisha got her hair all up, being pretty and everything and cute. And of course, she got on her bodycon clothing, because when you got a body like that, you got to show it. You got to show it. So I said, ooh, we about to get into some things, because we all know, ladies, when we get cute to cook, one or two things about to happen. Either it's about to go down, or I'm about to ask for something, or both, or I'm in trouble. Yes. So I said, oh, this thing about to be good. So we get Ken coming in the door. He coming off the road from driving trucks. Trisha, the ventriloquist. Who's how? I don't know. Yeah. Kevin, you're going to make me say the wrong thing about Trisha. And I'm trying to get her to train me. I told you. I want my thighs not to jiggle no more. So, anywho, Trisha sits down. She got this nice spread for her man who just came off the road. Her man took that shirt off. He was showing the muscles. I said, girl. And then I said to myself, Trisha must got that hawk tour effect. Because that man came straight in the house, taking some clothes off. I said, ooh, he ready to get to it. He know what time it is. He smelled that good food. He saw how she was looking. He took the shirt off and sat down eating, and then she blew it. I said, Trisha, girl, we were supposed to see you had this conversation from the bedroom pillow talk. You were supposed to make him dizzy first, girl, before you tell him this. You were supposed to squeeze all of it out, Trisha, before you tell him this. Trisha, now we said in the gym scene, Trisha sat there and got a little attitude with Stormy and Destiny because they were questioning about Martell. Trisha sat there and said emphatically she had never been to Martell's house. She went to the gym, right? That gym that Martell was going to in 2020, 4 years ago, which was 2020 in COVID, that Melody was saying, what you going to the gym? Ain't no gym open during COVID. He said my gym was open. So his gym that he was talking about must have been Trish. I said, okay. She went to the gym. Remember, she told Stormy and Destiny she didn't make it to the house. I said, because the gym was wide open. Okay, Trish. She said she sits Ken down, and Ken starts talking about the situation. She starts letting him know about the conversations that's been going on, that Martell had went to Stormy to tell Stormy that she's been to his house. Then Trish said something that I said, girl, you just ooh. I know Carlos said you're an engineer, but what you not is street smart. Because what you said in most cases with these Alabama men that I'm familiar with, one of your teeth would have been down your throat. I don't condone domestic violence. I don't. But I know how these men act. And I'm just saying, Trish, you got 4 sisters. I think you said 2 or 4 sisters. They didn't tell you the do's or don'ts. You seem like you were pretty close to your mama. And she didn't tell you do's or don'ts. You don't say. I was waiting on that to come out. I said, what? Shut up and keep talking. You were waiting on what? She said, I was waiting on that to come out. Say what? Say, I was waiting on that to come out about me going to Martell's house. Because I've been meaning to tell you, I had forgot. And I have been to his house. And then she looked down. She was looking cute. She was looking cute. Talking crazy, but looking cute. She looked down. And I said, oh, she put that cheek up because she knew what was coming. Oh, Trish. And this is when I knew that Ken is something special. He is somebody special. Because even with all the muscles on. Kevin said, teeth down your throat. Never saw that coming. I'm telling you. I was raised in the house with one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Then I married a fool. So, and he was from California. Sip that tea. Yes. I was sipping it. I was like, man, what? Now, Destiny had me cracking up laughing. Trisha had me on the edge of my seat. Like, huh? And you remember how Celie said, and I just sat back and I was going to watch and see what Mr. was going to do. That's how I was going to watch and see what Mr. was going to do. Because Trish say, what? She said, I forgot that I did go to his house. How you forget that, Trish? And I'm sure it was churning, the wheels were churning in the back of Ken's head. Like, how many houses you done been to that you forgot his? The person that's on a national TV show. All right, from Daly City, right outside of San Francisco. Yeah, how you forget? And when you saw him on the show, it didn't jog your memory. And then I asked you, sweetheart, and you sat here and told me a bold-faced lie. Now, quiet as it's kept, Carlos said over there on Messy Monday that they are still filming, which means that the cast is now being reactive to what they have seen already been shot and shown. So I wonder if Ken and Trish are going to stay together. Are they going to be together by the end of this season? Excuse me. Because you know we're about to go on a 3-week hiatus. Thank you, God. I needed it because I'm about to be gone for some weeks myself. And I wonder. Now, when I saw them, Lord Jesus, y'all, I'm talking so good that I ain't even switched the doggone. I didn't switch the doggone pictures on the screen. Yeah, this was them in the gym. And here we are at the house. Now, when we saw them in the confessional, y'all saw how they were very close and very intimate. Their their public displays of affection were a whole lot more intimate than I had ever seen them in the confessional. Pinocchio, yes. Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm. That's what it's given. But they were very, very close in this confessional. And I was thinking when I first watched the episode, my thought was, I wonder if they already got engaged. I wonder if he already bought the ring, presented the ring, or whatever. But then after hearing Carlos, I'm thinking, no, they probably. Now I wonder if they still together because he's seeing this, and Ken already let her know. It had to been churning in the back of his head, like this chick got me out here looking real stupid, and he had enough cognition to know I got to be careful what I say and how I say it. So let me say this real tight and right now. He basically let her know, I'm paraphrasing, I'm giving you one chance to tell me everything. Because what I'm not going to let you do is let this man play in my face. Anytime we come into a situation where you don't have any reason not to tell me, because it's not going to matter. But what matters is if you withhold that information and I come into his presence, he knows and you know that y'all done been playing in the pie. And I'm the one with pie on my face. Don't give someone else an opportunity to make me look bad. Because then I got to make you look. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. But he was very succinct in his thoughts and in his statement to her, basically letting her know, you got one opportunity to get right, Trish. You need to tell me everything and tell me everything now. And I don't know if they had that flushed out conversation when those cameras went down, but in this scene, I said, that man is somebody doggone it. Trish, it's a lot of women out here looking for a man like that. And girl, whew, playing around with Martell. You about to lose your good thing, girl. Um, Kevin says Ken was pissed internally. I think so. Trisha is a Martell with long hair. And the sad part about that statement, Kevin, she appears to be worse. Because at least Martell is savvy enough to know when to play game. Hi, my name is Martell. She wasn't even quick on her toes to say, "Hi, my name is Trish." She she let the cat out of the bag. She opened up the closet and let the skeleton fall out. Right. If fumbling the bag was a person, Trisha, you just did it. You may have gained some, but you really lost one. Yeah, you better listen to our good girlfriend Lauren Hill. While you out here playing games and that timeline is not lining up, Trish, it appears to me that you just lost your man. Cause the women ready to get him. They getting at him. And the women these days, these millennials and Gen Zs are bold. Super bold. They already in his DMs. You see Dr. G and what's the girl name? Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea said, I dropped down in the DMs and told him I can give him what he want and put a baby emoji. Yes, Kevin. And the ex-husband almost gave up some more details about that timeline too. So Trish, you shooting bad. And I need y'all to go check on Trish because the people have drug her through the mud this week. Now I'm trying to make light and make some funnies regarding your situation, but it really ain't funny. This your real life situation, and the people are out here dragging your name, girl. And I don't know how you gonna recover from this. I think if you work where I think you work and you are where I think you are, you got some protections around you that won't, ruin and wreck your life for real, for real. But your reputation. The scriptures say that a good name is rather to be chosen than fine rubies, girl. Your reputation is looking real. It's looking real rockish right now. It ain't looking like a jewel at all. It's looking real rockish right now. So it's gonna take some dipping in the waters, some drinking other blood and eating other body before you can recover. Before you can recover from this, girl. Anywho, Trisha, I ain't mad at you though, girl. I still want you to train me. I really do. I really do, Trish. We could be friends. But I'm gonna be the friend that's gonna tell you the truth. Like, girl, you done lost your man. You might as well give it up. You might as well give it up, girl. Go with the flow and be the what they call it, the 403. I don't know how they say it, but you might as well just go with the flow and just take it, accept it, own it, and be the best one. But you done lost your man. Y'all don't tell my mama I'm out here giving that type of advice, okay? Because she'll whoop me. Anywho, so that was the episode. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. We did it, Joe. Listen, I want y'all to know that I stand with the family of Sonia Massey, and we want justice for Sonia Massey. Let me take these people off the screen because this is serious. And I don't have any overlay for her. But I will say I want justice for Sonia Massey. And with that, I'm asking each and every one of you, make sure that you are registered to vote. You can go online to get registered. A lot of organizations are having voter registration within your area, your local area. But make sure you're registered to vote and that you actually set aside that time to go vote. Take the whole day off. Go vote. Because what we do not want is complete immunity for officers like the one who took the life of Sonia Massey. I rebuke that in the name of Jesus. Go vote. Make sure we keep those out of office who even think that it's okay to give officers complete immunity. Because there are plenty of people who take on the job just so they can murder without consequences. Yes, head deacon in charge says so. Beep, beep, toot, toot. It's a serious situation. And honestly, like I said, politics has really become a popularity contest. So it's really not about the person, but it is about the issues. Vote for the issues that are in your best interest, and that includes your community. Please, please don't get distracted, and don't allow your community to be destroyed because individuals do not beat institution. Pacino says Biden Harris promised a bill early in the presidency, but it was voted down. Yvette Bell says, yes, vote. Welcome, Yvette. Thank you for joining us this evening. Please go vote. That is it. That is all. Like I said, please like the video on your way out. Share with your family and your friends. And I hope to see you back again next week. Oh, we won't be here next week. Next week, the show is going on a 3-week hiatus. It was a police reform bill. Yes. So that means, Pacino, that we need to vote not only in this presidential election, but also make sure that you are keeping up with your local politics. Know who your senators are. Know who your local government is, because those are the ones that are sending these people to Capitol Hill that are voting down the bills that are being presented for your best interest. So please make sure you are registered. If you're 18 or older, register to vote. If you have a felony, all you need to do is present a memo requesting your rights to vote. One of the people on the ticket is a whole felon. So if they can be a president, you know you can go at least provide a vote. Go vote. Vote for your best interest and the best interest of your community. Remember, once again, in the words of Dr. Greg Carr, individuals do not beat institutions. Let's fortify our institution of community. I don't want to be too preachy tonight. So until we meet again, we got 3 weeks off, y'all. So go vacation, get the kids back in school, do all the things. And then we're going to come back and we're going to have a good time on the second half of this season of Love and Marriage Huntsville. Yes, voting in your local community is highly recommended. Yes, 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 yes. Until we meet again, y'all, love God and love who? Love your families. Mwah! Because I don't want the simple life.